Oh, here's a problem. I didn't plan you. Not in my business. It's true. Here's a problem. Just seeing you. 'Cause every night you sneak through. Yeah. We don't talk, no spark, no vibe, but you still pull up in the back of my mind. Why you showing up when I ain't checking for you? Why you running circles like you know what to do? Try to pray you away. It's a problem, a whole problem every day. Don't know why you're in my head. Random thoughts I never said. And the problem is me. Yeah, it's me, yeah, 'cause we don't talk, ain't meant to be. It's a problem, whole problem, whole problem, whole problem. Not trying to be near you, I don't try. I avoid your space, just walk by, but somehow you're there, out of place. Showing up in dreams, showing up in my day. I know I'm not your type, trust me, you ain't mine. Yeah, you creep in my thoughts at the most random time. You're a problem, got me dealing with a problem. Seeing you while I sleep, not a word, not a piece. Problem, whole problem, whole problem, whole problem, problem.
Don't act surprised at what you saw. You knew the truth before it hit. You said you made like you won, but you the one who quit. I wasn't trying to play games, I was trying to be seen. You can't wait in this.
What's up, everyone? Tag a friend and let them know we're about to get into it.
Welcome to the Speak Her Podcast with your host, Camille Essick, the podcast where creators and innovators connect. Let's get started.
Help keep the Speaker Podcast ad-free. Hit the link below and buy me a coffee. Your support keeps the podcast free of interruptions while bringing you more impactful conversations.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Please share this and tag a friend who needs to hear this.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. And we are so glad to have you all here. This is Camille Essick. I'm host of the Speaker Podcast. This is the podcast where innovators and creators connect. Be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe. Follow me across all streaming platforms, such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Pandora. And I do have music streaming now available on Tidal Music. And y'all, the Creative Connect is available. Some amazing things are coming up as we wrap up this year and going into 2026. You can go right now to my website, grab your seat. This is a VIP 2-hour live session with me. And that way you can grab that right now at my website, CamilleEssick.com. And there we are discussing AI. I'm teaching you some things. It's starting from the bottom level all the way up to the top and not just throwing you in. I'm walking you through, and you also have in-person homework assignments available. And I'm also giving you resources to take with you. That way you can be great after the live. Now, Also, you all, because it is such a long course, and when I mean long as far as time, it is 2 hours. I know there can be a lot of information in there. So if you let me know, it does take a little time. I can also slide you that download. After that way, you can go back and rewatch the live and get everything because I really want you to get everything. But in that 2 hour session, I sit with you. We go through it step by step. And there's also amazing packages and downloadable items available in that package as well. So you're not only just getting the in person course, you all, but you're also getting some things to take with you beyond the class as well. Again, you can get that right now. Subscribe, get your seat. That is at CamilleEssex.com. And so without further ado, my brother and friend, the one and only Deshon Gales, he is back. We are here for this tonight's conversation, continue our conversation regarding AI and technology and closing the gap within the community. Y'all forgive my voice. This weather has just been crazy. And so it's been hot, it's been cold, and I don't know what's happening right now. It's raining outside and it's warm, but it's cold at the same time. I don't know. So y'all just forgive me and just we're gonna get through it tonight. I don't feel bad. It's just I guess the weather. I don't know. But anyway, enough about that. Hey Deshaun, how you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me to be here. And I am always, always glad to be with you.
Absolutely. So um first of all, we're wrapping up 2025 and if y'all have not done so already, go ahead and hit that button and like, comment, and share because we're going to be dishing out a lot of things tonight and also providing um, information on where you can find us on social media and our respective websites because Deshaun and I offer a lot of resources available for those if you're an innovator, a creator, a visionary, content creator in ministry, whatever. We have a lot of things available to take what you're doing to the next level. So one of the things I want to get into with Deshaun is just ripping the band-aid off that AI is more than just creating a lot of cool images and really tapping into what it really does as far as automations, um, emails, ads, so much more. So can you kind of explain to the listeners and viewers how where we are right now? I know people get caught up in, making these cool images, for your which is fine, but really let the people know and those that are here to really learn, it's more than just making cool photos.
It's definitely more than that, even though the last update that they did is particularly for images, but it even goes beyond that. But whatever you are gifted in or with, it takes it to another level. Anything that you do, I don't care how great you think. I thought I was a pretty good photographer. I thought I was a pretty good graphic designer. But now, with the help of AI tools, it has totally revamped any photo that I could have shot, any design that I could have designed in Photoshop. It just enhances the gift. And if you don't want your gift enhanced, then don't even bother about AI because that's what it's going to do. If you're trying to enhance yourself or not, it's going to happen if you question AI with anything. If you submit something to AI, say for instance, if you design a flyer and you say, even if you upload it, you don't have to ask because it's going to say, oh, this is wonderful. And I like this and I like this. This is where you can enhance this flyer. So it does that same things creatively with art, with your designs, with music.
And we're gonna get into that too.
Oh, we have to
If
get.
you if you saw the
I'm going
beginning of
to
this
get on
show,
tonight because we have to get on that.
yes,
But yeah, it's all enhancement. Anything that you have ever done, anything that you ever do on a daily basis, AI can assist you in doing greater things. So when people talk about losing their jobs to AI, that's on you. That's your fault because you should be using AI on your job to enhance what your position is.
And I'm glad we're having this conversation on Deshaun. If you have not done so, please like, share, subscribe, tag some people. We're really getting into this in the weeds of it tonight. So one of the things within the last year, just getting really elbow deep into it for me, excuse me, is with Excel spreadsheets, presentations, even for myself with emails, copy, hashtag, carousels, like it literally has become my personal assistant in every area of my life just because now this year I started my PhD program. That's more time away, on top of maintaining other responsibilities in terms of serving, 9 to thriving, podcasting, and so sometimes we can feel like our hands are full,
Mhm.
and so I have learned and figured out how to say, and then I love the fact, Deshaun, that it has the dictation. I can talk to it and say, "Hey, this week, this is what I have coming up. I need, posts for XYZ on these particular days." With Opus, with chopping my content, it does it for me with the help of AI, even to the caption, the hashtag descriptions. And I will also share more information on that probably through my Creative Connect. And then scheduling. Like automation is the wave now. I know many of us come from the generation of everything is DIY, do it yourself. But we're in the generation and the time in this chapter of our life. It's all about automation.
Very much.
So how are you implementing the automations as far as, because you're in photography, you're serving, you are creating content. So how has that worked for you as far as scoping to make things simpler and just managing your projects right now?
It can be very, very overwhelming. One um, automation platform I use is Mini. Do I want to say Mini Chat? I think Mini Chat. And like, if I have any new followers, I automatically will send them a welcome message from me. Like, you know how if you see a post and they'll um, say help or some specific word in the comments, and then you'll get a DM from them or from me.
Like a
So
call to action.
if I have a sale or if I want to promote something special, I'll say special or say ribbon work or something like that in the comments, and ManyChat will whatever it does, whatever it's AI magic that it does, it sends it right to my DM, and I can have that conversation and work on whatever you need me to work on. So that's one of my main automated tasks that I do. Well, that is running right now. So I can set up any keyword and it will automatically. I mean, one time I put something very broad on there, and baby, this stuff was just coming like that, and I said, "Oh, I don't need that much automation." So I pulled it back a little bit to be more specific. But automation helps you win, especially if you're selling a product or if you are the product. Something needs to be telling people and reminding people that you are a business. You just aren't doing these things for likes, because
Yeah.
if someone has a problem, I'm here to solve them.
Yeah.
Got it? Yeah.
Um, there's so much happening now, and that's really good, Deshaun. And I know you and I talk a lot offline, and I
Mhm.
even put it in my post that, I've been saying I've been feeling, for the last year or so that something is coming. There's a pivot happening, there's a shift taking place. And I really like going into 2026, it's going to be a game changer. And I keep saying it and it's falling on deaf ears for some. And but I'm going to continue to say it. Now is the time to jump in. Either people need to get your course, mine, both, whatever. But because of the changes coming, this is such a critical time, even in the next few weeks, to begin working on something. I don't care what industry that you're in, if you're in legal, if you're in finance, if you're in podcasting, if you're in ministry, if you do hair, if you offer a service, whatever it is that you do, now is the time to figure out how to implement some type of digital service project creation and launching something, because for some, the 9 to 5 world as we know it, for some, it will never be the same.
Mhm. And if we were to go back to a pandemic mode, you have to have something to provide for the people, because the people aren't dying. We're still alive and we need things. We need entertainment. We need teaching. We need all of these different entities. And so many people provide that, but you need the platform in order to put it on. You need an app. You need a website. And if those things should crash, and we're in a pandemic situation, I can't come to you, but you need to make sure you have all of the platforms, all of the venues, all of the ways that you can get the word out about who you are and how you serve people. Because we should never be locked up with a pandemic mind that I can't go anywhere. I can't. Yes, 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 you can.
And
Yes, you can
it's
go
not
all
age
over the world
restrictive.
all at one time.
Yeah. It's not age restrictive either. Like,
Exactly.
you're never too late to learn. Never too late to grab this. I know I have my course, The Creative Connect, which is available on my website. And there, like I mentioned before, it is a 2-hour course. It's out there. It's available right now at CamilleEstes.com, where you're getting all the resources. You're getting a VIP one-on-one with me for 2 whole hours. And I'm
Mhm.
not just gonna send you away empty-handed. Like, I'm gonna give you things. There's PDFs, things available to you to take with you afterwards, so you can continue to learn and grow. Deshon has a course, the Beyond the Lens. It's a phenomenal course. And between the both of us, we're here to offer you these resources because, hey, it's needed, it's inevitable, it's here. We're here. And so we're here to teach, to educate, and to share our resources with you. Of course, there is an investment, of course, but we are wanting you all to grab these products and to learn and grow. And also, Deshaun, one of the things, and we've discussed this before, one of the things I've run into and why I feel like our community, we really need to get into this, is the fact that I've noticed there is um hypersexuality, like we're hypersexualized when you do grab images, or even in the language, even in narratives where you're creating prompts and you have to be so specific, because what I call the stripper culture is there, is embedded within AI. Or I see, our black men, and it's always very provocative and not always representative of who we are, because culturally we're not a monolith. So, Deshaun, can you kind of touch on and unpack the importance of how it is so important for us to control our images and our narratives, even in the realm of technology and AI?
The first thing I want to say, this is very loaded, but
Let's pull the trigger.
huh?
Let's pull the trigger.
I'm ready. First thing, I don't know many or any
Black people.
who own their own AI generator. Now I know some have been practicing on these little apps, but they don't do what Midjourney is doing. They don't do what Kree is doing. Um, it's time for us to come up, because if we're using and investing our money into these AI tools, that means we need to own it ourselves. And if AI is going to teach you how to do all these other things, it can teach you what you need to do in order to have a Black owned AI generator, a Black owned Chat GPT, a Black owned Claude, a Black owned Google. Those are possibilities that can happen, but we just would rather pay the $9.99, the $29.99. If you, I'm not even gonna tell you what I pay for Midjourney, but we have invested so much in them, and we lose sight that we can do this too. It's AI. You can do anything. If it's anything or any tool out there, you can ask Chat GPT, can't you do this here? It will
You literally
gladly
can
tell
ask.
you.
I feel
It
like
will
it's
tell you, yes,
yeah,
indeed. And this is how.
yeah. It's like Google on 1000. Um, well, if we're gonna date ourselves, remember the time of Bing? Bing was the thing.
I hated Bing. I hate Bing now.
I liked it because I like the pretty pictures.
I hope we're not being sponsored by Bing tonight.
We're
Now,
not.
the
But
last
then Google
days
came
of
along.
Bing,
Yeah.
I liked it because as you were generating images with Bing, you would get like this extra credit to make purchases or to send you gifts and stuff like that. But I soon got off it with the advent of Midjourney. But
Yeah. I was saying Bing came and then Bing came so Google could walk and so Kriya and Gemini could run, and that's where I was going with that. And so, and you and I talk all the time because you'll text me and you're like, "Is your such and such acting up?" And like, "Oh, it must be an update," and that's the running joke.
mhm,
Every 72, 96 hours, there's some type of update,
every
and
day.
that is going so fast. And the thing is, and what I really want you to get into, Deshaun, is the fact that people people still delaying or being hesitant about AI. It's not going away, and the longer you wait, the more you have to learn because this thing is literally updating every day.
Sometimes more than once a day.
Yeah,
Like last week, Midjourney had maybe 3 or 4 updates in a week. And that's unheard of. Just like for Photoshop, you'll get that update once a year when they have Adobe Max. But they're not updating like that. They might do some bug cleaning, but to update, update the power of the generation, the
the
updating
accuracy.
the way it looks, the
Yeah,
UX and UI for the whole thing, putting it on sites, on websites, actual websites, and apps. Apps are not going anywhere.
no.
Apps are on every platform, every iOS, and you got to have an application to do what needs to be done. And people who refuse, then you lose because you're gonna be in the beggar seat trying to find out what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And
Yeah,
if I'm not a gatekeeper, but
there is an investment.
I'm not just gonna up and just tell you everything unless you come and take our course. I will
Yeah,
tell you then. But I had to pay.
I had to
I
pay.
had to tread
I had
the
to pay you.
yeah. And now you see what you got. You see what you got. If you had sat there and just be like, "Oh, Deshon just doing so and so," he just been creative, like yeah. No, no, no. Camille is being creative. Camille is break making things. Camille has this podcast. Camille is doing this art. She's training images. You
But
could
I
be.
had to invest.
You had to invest in yourself so that
So
you can invest in others. I don't do
it's
it
been
just for
work.
me. I do. I love it. I could generate images all night. That's gonna take up my credit. But since this is what I do, it definitely enhances what I do, especially because it basically started out with imagery, and because I am a photographer and an artist, I use that to enhance my work. I use Midjourney to edit my photos. I have other things that I use. I may use them hand in hand, but it's all with AI. Once I captured that moment, anything that you want in your photos, anything that I saw visually in my head about your image that would take it to the next level, I do it. I create it in AI. I heard a person that I admire on a it wasn't a podcast, but they wrote on a live, and they are phenomenal photographers. And one of them saying was talking about AI and images. I know I totally agree with him because sometimes because I know you don't like that little AI looking staring like
What they call the dead eyes.
yeah because I'm just like I don't like that because like when people see my work they don't know the difference unless it's something that I just didn't even care about. But they're thinking my train images are me. I mean they are me, but they're not me. It's AI. And they're thinking that I may have shot it or had somebody to take the picture for me. That's how
I've had that
the
too. Yeah.
realism. And I'm like, it is what it is. You either get with it or it's just sit at home and twiddle your thumbs because AI is here. AI is here to stay, and it's
Yeah.
only going to be enhanced even the more because there is no other platform, no other genre of things that accelerates as fast as AI does. And this tech gap, mhm, I do have notes on it, but I'll hold off till we really get into it. But it's just I call it anointed intelligence, not artificial, because nothing that I create in AI is artificial. When I shoot real people, I'm just editing and enhancing. Nothing's fake about it. When they give me all of these options and things to do and ways to enhance um, resumes and all kind of plans and scheduling, that's real. That's not fake. It's not artificial. It's so anointed. And it's gonna bring AI all income to your pocket.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah. One of
sometimes
the things
I
I want to
feel
ask you, Deshaun, is the fact that not to cut you off, but just
mhm,
there's something else just to keep a focus on our conversation with AI as far as that apprehensive to learn, being apprehensive to learn it because it's not going away. And you mentioned something about artificial, but the thing is, we've been seeing it, but we didn't have a name for it because I can't tell you now that I have an eye to catch it. Big businesses, corporations use it on websites. We're seeing it on Amazon. I'm seeing it on other platform ads as far as when you look at mock-ups. You're seeing it uh, even on television,
mhm,
during the Super Bowl, some of those ads, that was AI generation for some of those organizations, and
yes.
when you go on to well, I can't think of any website that I've been on that I have not seen AI generated images for products. You
Mhm,
go on Pinterest. Half of those images, the models, they're AI. Ladies, you love eyelashes and weave, whatever. A lot of those mock-ups and content, that's AI, and you've been seeing it. So it's not just making cool pictures on social media, even in the news. And I did send you a text about it. I was going through a website looking at a news site, and for the still on the thumbnail for the story in the article, they use an AI image
Mm-hmm.
as if someone was actually in the airport, um, for the airport there in Atlanta, Jackson Hartsfield, and it was an AI photo. And I was like, "Oh, wow. We are here."
We are here. And it's not going away anytime soon.
No.
If it goes away, I don't know what the next level will be. We can go back in history. We can look at how people were speaking through megaphones, that called can and string conversations. Then we got the telephone. Then we got the mobile phone. Then we can start doing this lives and web. So what in the world will be next? Because technology always goes further than what it was.
And it cut costs. And we're gonna get into this next segment because at the beginning of the podcast, you all saw a video, actual music video that's streaming on my YouTube channel, and heard the song, the theme song to the Speaker Podcast, and the song "Problem." I created it through AI. Now, of course, I write my own lyrics,
Mhm.
but you can drop that into AI. You can actually design the sound and create music. Like, and so right now we're seeing some streaming services that are like, "Oh, we're gonna ban AI music," but the thing is, artists use it. You hear it in jingles for your favorite brands. It's
Mhm.
been here. Auto-tune is the granddaddy of AI. So it's like if you're gonna ban, and I have friends that are musicians, totally respect it. But if we're going to ban AI when it comes to production, post-production for songs and movies, guess what, boo? They're using AI. Stacking vocals, that requires technology.
Because when you're in the studio, you're gonna do your little part, and then they're gonna say stack it.
And what do you think stacking is? Yes, you're Berkeley, but they also enforce ad-libbing. They use AI for that too.
Hmm. Most definitely. And,
So
and my AI baby, she sings down, okay? I try to get it to match my voice, but I haven't mastered it yet. But I have mastered her. And baby, she sings. And when I give her the lyrics and the words, she does her best. And just like in the news, I can't remember the artist's name, but she's making all of this money streaming. And I tell
Xena,
artists
somebody,
every chance I get, put your own stuff out, publish your own music, put it in your name, and you won't have to worry about a record label taking your stuff, holding your stuff, and keeping you hostage when you have created a product, a project, music for God and his people and whoever else wants to listen to it. And you're just sitting on the excuse that they're holding your product back. You're holding your project back because there are many ways. People are constantly telling you which way to go, what you should do. Karen Clark, she showed y'all. I'm gonna have my own Carew Records with my name on it. She puts out music when she wants to. You put out music when you want to. You don't see her begging for money. She's not VIPing you for a concert and a recording that never comes out, we're going to stop doing that.
We
We're
have
going
to.
to
Yes.
stop doing that as gospel artists because
Yeah.
I've always been one. That VIP to get that extra money and that early seating, and then you probably never will get to meet the people. And you have VIP'd me to death.
Yes, but I do want to stay on topic with this though, Deshon. I don't want to get off into the rabbit hole of just gospel music, but I think the main premise of what you're saying is you have the idea to take control of your music. You have the ability to set the rules. And that's pretty
Mhm.
much what we're telling you as far as with this, you're able to set the rules. Even the structure, like with my day, I'm able to say I have XYZ, I have so many projects and I can break them. I'm like my own project manager. And that's one of the things we're here to communicate with you is that it's beyond just creating images. It's beyond, yes, we can make music too, but just even managing products, building, construction, personal assistant design. Even for myself, like I love curating design. I love interior design. So if you're designing studios, you can also use AI in the realm of an architecture, interior design, like whatever. And so if you ever go to Deshon, his social media pages and see what he's doing with movement. And I watch Deshon and we talk all the time because um his eye for movement and animation phenomenal. And so I'll tell him like, "Hey, I'm trying to get like you." And so you should always have someone you can go to, you can point to, bounce ideas off of, because this is not a one-man show. It's a team effort. We're here for collaboration, not competition. And so one of the things I can say about Deshon is that there have been moments I have been working on a project, I've been stuck and like frustrated, and he'll just say, "Hey, show me your screen. What are you doing?" Or he'll go, I know you're getting upset. Let's chill out. Let's look at this again." And so that partnership is imperative. And as far as us, as far as Black people, you have to we have to work together as a collective. We have to work together as a community. I know there may have been instances where you feel like, oh, somebody's copying me. Yes, if you are good, somebody's going to copy you. If
Yeah.
you're good, someone is gonna be inspired by your work. That should be, um, a wink that you're in the right direction. That should be a nod that you are good enough, that you are good and good enough for someone to want to walk in your footprints because you're a trailblazer.
Mhm.
And so if that is happening, guess what that means? It also means that you need to level up and work and study a little more because if they're beginning to catch up, it's not a race, it's a marathon, right? Big picture. Because us as a community, as Black people, we've always been behind the 8 ball as far as technology and information. And now with AI, it's a chance for us to come in to control our narrative and level the playing field.
Very true.
So Deshaun, as far as you within, a lot of people don't know you're more than just a photographer. You're an instructor. You've taught at universities, Bowie State. You also done work and continue to do work in the city of Memphis. Shout out to Shelby Cole. Um, not a one. I have West Tennessee roots as well, so I have love for Memphis. But can you touch on what you're foreseeing going into 2026 with the realm of AI and what we can do as Black people to really get our foot in the door? Some o some of us are behind. A lot of us as a collective are behind, but what can we do as far as a community? What can we do to jump in now while it's still very undersaturated?
Well, it's so much to do. One of the first things that come to mind is to make sure if you have a family, if you have teenagers and younger, teach them about AI. Show them what you've been doing with AI. Inspire and spark something in them. Like whenever I'm with my nieces and nephew, they already have their little sketch ready. Uncle Sean, make me come to life on this thing. This is Sonic. This is so and so, so and so. This so and so. Put it in the computer. Even if they don't know AI, they know what I do it through. Or if I do it, take a picture on the phone, because I always tell them, whatever you draw, take a picture of it and send it to me. And once they get into a full frame of mind where they'll remember how to code or how to speak properly, they're gonna be phenomenal. So I really, really say put your investment in young people, in young minds, because when they did it to me and we didn't have AI, I was on the principal's list. I was called a nerd. But that helps me now because people, what do? Always come to Deshon. Always asking, how do you do this? Can you set this up? Can you work this out? Can you do? Yeah, because I had a mind to receive the investment of teaching at a young age. It was, oh, you're a young age. They'd be like, oh, you're going to be a preacher. I was saying, I'm already a preacher, I just ain't preached. But they will recognize the seed, will recognize the formation, and it won't have to take 1,000 years for them to grasp it. They can get it now while they're young. You look at the Asian aspect of people, of students, children, they are phenomenal at math and numbers, but it just didn't come out the air. They were being taught at a very, very early age. That's I could go on and on about that, but that's one of the first keys if you're family oriented. And if you don't have family, make sure you're telling your friends. Everyone has a friend. No one is that lonely. You, even if they're not in there in your home with you or in your apartment with you, there's still social media, interest media, as I call it now. You're still connected with someone. You're not the only one that is, that's alive. Everyone that you can connect with, share it with them. It's just like the word of God. You want to share it with somebody, especially when it's been good to you. So, so if God's been good to me, I'm gonna tell everybody, baby. And the same thing for AI, because it's like a faith in the works kind of deal. We're the faith part, and we dig into the AI, which is the works. Works it right on out, because faith without works is dead. AI without a human is dead. You got to have a human. You got to have a person to say something. You know what I always say? There's power in your prompt. And that's the same thing. What are you prompting for your life? What are you speaking? What are you saying? What do you see for yourself? I'm going to cut up.
I would say that's point number 3 is declaring the word over your life. And we think about prompts as far as what you place, and this, I guess, is a little bit of AI 101 for those that don't know. So the prompt is actually the language, and there's also some coding. If you really get into it, there are some codes. Um, it can be overwhelming, but once you begin to understand what the codes mean, in addition to the language, so you have literally the language and then actual coding language, and that combination is what yields the results. But what Deshaun, just paraphrasing, summarizing what you're saying, that's what the word of God is. It's what you're prompting. It's taking the word, the commands, the promises, the declarations of God, and speaking that over your life. Because um, what's the scripture? Life or death is in the power of the tongue, and those that eat it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Mhm.
Um, I read my Bible sometimes, and more than sometimes. You know where I go to church. You better be
Yeah.
reading the word. But so speaking over your life and declaring over your life and saying, "Oh, I'm too old," or "I'm too this, I'm too that." You're as long as you have the ability to do that, breathe in and out, you have time. And
Yeah.
so we're here, I guess a manifestation of as far as grace is concerned, to show you that you do have time to learn this. And we're here to um share our knowledge and our information with you. And that's why Deshon has this amazing course, Beyond the Lens. I have my course, The Creative Connect VIP one-on-one session, and we're here to walk you through, literally hold your hand through it. And we really want those within our community, regardless of your industry, because you can use this for any industry. You do
Mhm.
nails, you do hair, you're a writer, you are in construction, you are interior designer, you're a writer, pieces of this within what you do spans the gamut and it's endless.
Yes, indeed.
It is. So
There's
for
nothing
you,
that you
Deshaun,
can't do.
what has been you what do you feel like and I'm gonna ask this question again, where do you
Mhm.
see this in a year from now? What would this conversation what do you feel it would look like for you as far as within AI?
I believe, and it may be my desire to believe this, but I'll be doing more teaching, but on another level, because I'm already um I don't want to say booked and busy, but I'm already teaching at a major photography conference in July of next year. So if that is happening on a major level for photography, how much more? All of 2025, I've been at universities, and it's like my spirit and God was saying, this is the beginning of that, because this word is going to have to go out amongst the masses, and especially with our color of people, because some people, they'll stay very traditional. They'll stay traditional in church. They'll stay traditional with a job. Stay traditional with family, husband, wife, and a dog. But there are things that should be enhanced in your mind, in your brain, to not think basic, to not think traditionally. And you're going to do all of those things through AI. There is so much more coming even before we hit January 1 again. So you have to be open. You have to be receptive. Be like a sponge, because we are in an information age that comes with overload already turned on. And I don't know how you can undo that switch unless you just die. And we're not dying, we're living. And we have to be able to soak it up. We have to be able to respond. We have to be able to contemplate, what is this? What is happening? It's almost like we are our own chat GPT, spewing out the things that we have learned or we have experienced. As I look back over 2025, it's been a whole lot of ups and downs, but there has been a whole lot of learning.
Yeah,
And
definitely
I
do.
want to take everything that I've learned to share it with the world. He said,
Yeah.
greater works than these. This stuff we doing now is nothing but greater works.
I think even in that, um, when we couple the world of faith with technology and people are like, "Oh, it's demonic," whatever. There's there are dark elements in everything, but I do believe God is going he is bringing his people even into the world of tech and technology and AI, and that we will see the rise of those creative voices in the world of tech and technology. It's needed, it's a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
And to think of just confines of just the realm of just the church alone, but to have those that are spirit filled with the Holy Spirit, because there are so many types of spirits. So we gotta specify the Holy Spirit. Um, the one in particular that I am referencing here. And when they say paper, you gotta be paper Bible safe. And I do think and feel and believe that we're meant to go beyond just the realm of the four walls and the pew, and
Mm-hmm.
that we are meant to be placed in various areas. You hear about the 7 mountains of influence. We're
Mm-hmm.
meant to be in spaces of technology and AI. We're meant to be in the medical field. We're meant to be in the courtroom. We're meant to be in the hospital, in the operating room. We're meant to be in Hollywood behind the lens of a camera directing the movie. We're meant to be in the studio. We're meant to be in construction, and we're meant to be everywhere and to impact these areas. But in order to do that, it requires education. It requires an investment. It
Mm-hmm.
requires mentorship. It requires partnership. It requires learning. And so to sit up and gripe and complain, "Oh, you're sick of your job," or whatever, do something about it. Create a digital product. You don't know
Mm-hmm.
how? Guess what? ChatGPT is there.
Mm-hmm.
Ask how. Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, girl, check your email. um, it's there, and so I feel that this is that window of opportunity. And
Mm-hmm.
like windows, they open but they close. You know, and so to have two people here to tell you that they're offering an opportunity for you to come in the ark of safety. I'm not saying it's perfect, there have been a few times Deshaun has told me to calm down, chill out, get yourself together, girl, because I was so mad because I feel like I couldn't do this. And those that know me, I was doing Kamiki Mink. I had a lash brand. Before that, I had Burning Sands, which I was doing the D9 accessories for the ladies. Got into Kamiki Mink, was doing the lashes and makeup with the glam group. I was happy doing that. I got jumped in. Here I am. And
Here you are.
Deshaun walked me through it. And it was some tough love. There continues to be tough love. But, you know, you can see the fruits of his labor and mine. I
Mm-hmm.
study, I do the homework, I do the continuous learning, I invest. What about this? I'll do XYZ. And so in order to get here, and I'm not saying we have arrived, but I'm saying in this place of where we are, it takes partnership, it takes investment and it takes learning. But you have to be in a space where you can submit yourself and get out of your pride and ego and admit, hey, guess what? I don't know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It's okay to admit you don't know everything. I learn all the time, every day. He'll send me a link. Hey, look at this. I'll send him a link. Hey, you need to check this out. I go to bed. Deshaun is still up. I'm waking up to text messages like, what happened while I was sleeping? You know?
Ah.
But it takes submission. It takes you getting out of your pride, your ego, getting out of you, stepping out of yourself and say, hey, I'm willing to learn. So before we begin to wrap things up here, because we can do this all night, Deshaun, I love doing this because, you know, it just proves why I love AI. So we have something for you from our co-host.
Before we wrap up, what are your key takeaways from our conversation, and where can our listeners find you on social media?
All right. Well, you can see it. Let me see. Where my hand? Right there. Deshon Gales on anything. If you Google the name Deshon Gales, my everything will come up. I know because I've done it just to see. But if you look up Deshon Gales or DG Creative Studio, you can find all of my entities there: my graphic design, my web design, my portfolios, and all of those kind of different things people I've worked for. I don't usually brag on it because a lot of people say, "Oh, you did that? I didn't know you did that. I got that." Mhm. Yeah, I don't brag on it. I just let God do what He's going to do, and He always takes care of me. So hit that little @ symbol, and you will find everything about me. I have several social media pages. I have a few websites for me, for myself, but I do websites and web development for a lot of ministries, a lot of business, and a lot of artists. So if you see at the bottom of the page website, you just click it. I'm just one click away. Don't call me, but I'm one click away.
I love it. And just because there are so many links, I make this easy for everyone. So if you look right here, there's a QR code. That's my link tree. Scan that with your phone. Go to my link tree and you'll find all of the things there. My website, podcast, features, interviews, places I've been featured on, music, products, so much more. And I'm working to grow my YouTube channel. You can also use that QR code as well. But because I like to keep things simple, just go ahead, tap this link tree QR code, grab it, just one and done. Because why? We like to keep it simple and short and sweet. Like we say in the Navy, keep it short and simple. The KISS method. But I do want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. This is the last live of 2025. We made it. We are doing the countdown. I'm like 200 downloads away from hitting my milestone goal this year of 11,000 downloads. Super, super, super duper excited about that. And I would love to hear from you. You can also connect with me cross streaming platforms. The information's right there, including my email address, thespeakerpodcast@gmail.com. Now, I am working on some things regarding the Speaker Podcast, and I'm looking to announce that maybe the end of this year, if not the top of next year. It's kind of big. So I've been nervous about it. You pray my strength on that. But without further ado, just to wrap some things up here, I want you all to really, I know we laugh and joke on here, but really, y'all, things are changing and they're changing quickly. And we're here to help you cross over and to not be left behind. Not that it's something scary, but I just feel like sometimes we can be so reactive and not proactive. And that's what Deshaun and I are here to do is to be proactive and here to educate and to teach and to learn. Um, we do have some great things coming up. Yes, Jessica. But it's just so much. And I really want you all to grab it and be sure to follow Deshaun. I've known Deshaun 5 years now, going on 6.
Mhm.
And he has and I want to give Deshaun his flowers on air. I know I give them to him offline. But Deshaun, I want to give you your flowers. I know this year has been a roller coaster for you. And there have been days you're just like, why do I still do this? And you just want to just delete every processor and just throw all the computers. Deshaun got about 55 computers. But um but I really just want to give you your flowers because throughout all of it, and I've worked with you, you've been my personal photographer. Phenomenal experience, by the way. And you've also helped me in this space of technology and information when I feel like I couldn't do this. This isn't me. I'm not a tech girly, but now I'm a black girl in tech. Never thought I could actually use that as a hashtag, but I can. And just to say thank you for the push, thank you for the tough love, thank you for the days I was fussing and you fussed right on back. Like, girl, I don't care about you crying. Literally, I was in tears, y'all. And he was like, "Are you done? Wipe your face. Now let's learn this code." Okay. But just thank you and just being uh, such an encouragement. And we laugh and we joke and we go through whatever. But at the end of the day, you're a solid person. So thanks.
You're very welcome. You're always welcome. And I am so proud of the work that you have accomplished. When you thought that you couldn't, I knew that you could. So we're only going up.
Hopefully to the east side.
Well, you don't
I
know
don't
if
know
it's
how
gonna be east or west, but it's gonna be up.
it's gonna be up. Absolutely.
Hmm.
So, without further ado, you all, I wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, be
Yeah.
blessed, be safe this weekend. I know the weather is in each part of the country is very different right now, but y'all, Happy Holidays, and be sure to just believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and Lord willing, we'll see you on the other side. And thank you for making the 2025 season of the Speaker Podcast an amazing one. Good night, y'all. Bye.
Wow, what a conversation. Gentlemen, if you enjoyed tonight's convo or would like to see more episodes like this, drop it in the comments below. Be sure to tag a brother and subscribe. Be safe, be blessed. Good night.
Thank you again to my guests, and also thank you for joining us on this episode of the Speaker Podcast. If you were late catching the conversation, no worries. Slide over to my YouTube channel and catch the replay. Be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Help keep the Speaker Podcast ad-free. Hit the link below and buy me a coffee. Your support keeps the podcast free of interruptions while bringing you more impactful conversations.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Speak Her Podcast. Be sure to follow Camille on Instagram at camille.essick, Facebook at the Speak Her Podcast, or www.camilleessick.com.
Listen.